We'll show you how to download files from Salesforce in Titan Web. This will give you a good idea and structure on how to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up this contact's full name. We'll bring her full name, we'll bring her email, and then we'll bring these files into a button where they can, upon clicking the button, it will be downloaded. So here we are. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get the fields. So this one will be my full name, and then this one will be my email field. That's what we're going to do. So I will rename this to full name, and this one we'll keep it as email for now. And then in this button here, this is what we use. Upon click, we'll download the files. So we'll call this one download files. And the first thing I want to do is I want to create a variable. So the variable is what we'll use to bring the data into Titan Web. So I'm going to call this variable contact ID, and we'll call this one map to URL like that. And then I want to run my query. The first query I'm going to write is to bring the full name and the email. So we'll say up to first, we'll call it a user action. Condition is going to be contact ID equals my variable contact ID. And then in the mapping, I'm just going to bring full name and I'm going to bring email. And then this is the second part here. Now what the second part's going to do is it's going to bring the hash, and the hash is what we're going to use to download the files. However, in order to store the hash, I need to set up a new variable. So we'll call this one hash, like that. So now the second query, I'm just going to add a child, and I'm going to bring files. Now you can bring as many files as you like. In my case, I'm going to bring up to 10, even though she only has 2 files, but it's good enough. This one's already done for you. It'll be the first published location equals the ID of the actual record. And then in the mapping, you see the variable hash. I want to return the hash value like that. That's all I really want to do. So just to give you the idea, I'm going to turn on debug mode and we'll click save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign this action to say that run when contact ID is not empty. So we'll say contact ID is not empty. Then go ahead and run my Salesforce action. The reason I'm doing this to sort of show you how I capture the hash, which is the important part. So if I click save, click preview, and then here I will do contact ID equals, whoops, we're going to go and get the ID of the actual contact here, and we'll pop it in and hit enter. Now you can see it's brought back the full name and the email, but in the debug mode here, have a look at this. It's got hash. Now I don't know if you can see that, but I will zoom in for you. So for every file, there'll be a hash, and this one's comma. This is the first hash, followed by the second hash. These are the 2 hash. So for however many files they have, those will be the number of hashes available. Now in order to download it, I just have to click this button, but I do have to assign the action. So you do that like this. Go in here, you do user actions, and then you do export and download, and then you say download file, and then you choose the variable. This is important. If the variable is not chosen, it's not going to work. So if I click apply, click save, and then click preview, refresh this, everything is good, hash is there, click on the button, voila. It's going to download one file, and then it's going to download the second file like that. So very easy.